Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Sanity stream, the place where you go to gain a little bit of your sanity back in what has become a minefield known as U.S. American politics. I got a spicy show for the Coal Factory today. We're going to be talking specifically about the cancel Netflix hashtag on Twitter, Cuties, finally being released on the platform. Now, for those of you who don't know, Cuties is let's just say, a movie about little girls and twerking. I kid you not. We're going to be going into Bubba Wallace and Nascar, him leaving his current team and moving on to hopefully greener pastures. Get woke, go broke. We're going to be going into General Mattis, who apparently tried to inspire a coup while he was working with Donald Trump, our current president. And of course, we're going to finish up here with a story about the 9/11 hijackers. Just a daily reminder about who attacked us as we are on the precipice of the anniversary of 9/11. With that said, let's get straight into the show. Now, graphic warning, guys, and I'm warning you, and I'm not sure if YouTube is going to punish me for this. I'm not sure if BitChute will or any platform, but I am going to be showing a small clip of Cuties and some of the things that you will be able to see if you decide to watch this movie, and perhaps this may lead you to directly canceling your Netflix account. So here we go. Again, trigger warning. So I'm just going to play a clip right here. I'm not going to play it with sound, but you can just take a look at what's going on. I mean, is this not disgusting? Is this not the hypersexualization of little girls? Okay, I've had enough. Jesus. Okay. This is disgusting. And a lot of proponents of this movie are stating that this is to bring attention to the issue of over-sexualization in our culture, but using that as kind of like a mask in order to promote this type of content is absolutely disgusting. It reeks of a pedophilic type nature. And the people that are pushing this stuff and the left, they're actively going out there and trying to call it art and everything in between. It's absolutely disgusting. Now, if you are a grown woman, you are 18 years old or whatever it is in your country, if you are a woman by law, then, fair game. It's your body, your choice. You know what, left? I will give that to you. But we're talking about little children here. We're talking about 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds. I mean, a lot of those girls look very, very young, and having them twerking, and of course, I didn't even show the worst of the movie. I just showed you a brief clip there, and it is absolutely gross what they're doing to little children. It's absolutely disgusting. I've seen articles going out there. There's actually movies on Amazon. I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but they're trying to humanize these people, trying to humanize pedophilia, trying to humanize these people that are just absolutely disgusting. They are truly monsters. These they're going after girls. Look, if you're into that stuff, there's a whole thing, there's a whole genre where young women who are of legal age, you can go and have your little fix there. But when you're actually going after children who don't know any better, and you're basically grooming them. I saw a funny tweet about this earlier. It says instead of saying "okay, boomer," say "okay, groomer." I mean, this is absolutely disgusting that this type of stuff is being personified on a huge platform like Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company. It is absolutely disgusting. And again, like I said before, I'm not trying to be like, one of those like Bibble thumpers, one of those Bibble thumpers. But when you got two slices of pedophilia getting thrown in your face, it is absolutely gross. I can't be the only one thinking this right here. It is. And the thing was too is before this movie even came out and was released on Netflix, a lot of people were saying, it's not going to be that bad. And obviously, if you've checked out a previous episode, I talked about this specific movie coming out. And now that it's actually here, it's a lot worse than you will actually believe. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. That's really all I can say about it. So, on to the next story, ladies and gentlemen, Bubba Wallace. Now, this is a tweet as of just 2 hours ago. He posted this saying, and of course, for those of you who don't know, Bubba Wallace was the driver, the infamous driver who said that he was the target of a hate crime where he found a noose inside of his car's garage. Of course, that noose just ended up being a garage door puller. You know, basically there was one on every single door. But because he was a black man, and with all the racial injustice that's going on right now in America, he found a way to become the next Jesse Smollett. And it's ridiculous. So let's take a look at what this numbskull has to say. This was not an easy decision, as I have nothing but the utmost respect for Richard Petty and his family, but I believe it's time for someone else to take over the reins of number 43. Thank you to the King and everyone at Richard Petty Motorsports for giving me the opportunity to start my Cup Series career. I've grown so much as a driver and as a person since joining them. We've got 9 more races together, and I hope we can finish the 2020 season on a high note. Okay. Get woke, go broke. Faking a hate crime is an absolute injustice to all the people that are actually targeted for the color of their skin. You just wanted fame. You wanted infamy. And all of these NASCAR drivers, holding your hands and marching in unity, you just look like a complete and total joke. It's absolutely absurd. People continue to state that America is this huge racist nation, and yet they have to fake hate crimes. They literally have to fake a hate crime in order to actually garner the attention that they desire, because it's not real. In 1930s, the KKK had 4 million members of a country of 130 million. There's almost 360 million in the US. There's only 5,000 KKK members. If you add all of the hate groups together, all of the hate groups, I shouldn't be using quotations here, but no, true hate groups who hate people based on the color of their skin, they have 12,000 members in a country of nearly 360 million people. It's not even a drop in the bucket. It's not even the size of an atom. We have come so far in terms of race relations, and all of this pure Marxist propaganda is pulling us back. This critical race theory and trying to divide people on race. That's all it is. It's simply Marxism, except instead of taking class, they're just replacing class with race. It's the old switcheroo, and they're pushing this agenda, and it is tearing our country apart. I'm sick of it. I hope this guy doesn't get another job. I hope he's just like Colin Kaepernick, who decided to kneel for the U.S. flag, and I hope he doesn't ever drive in the NASCAR again. Hopefully. We can pray. We can pray. Don't fake a hate crime. That is a joke. You are a disgusting human being, and you should be absolutely ashamed of yourself and all of the people, all of the real black leaders that experienced real racism. People like MLK and Malcolm X. People that died for their cause. You're a joke. You're an absolute joke. Go back to the hole from whence you came. With that said, on to another story. Just seems like treason, treason, treason in the USA. And what do I mean by treason? Of course, General Dog Mattis. And of course, a lot of people were very, very excited about this man becoming the Secretary of Defense. And didn't quite go so well. Let's just say, let's just get into it. So, General James Mattis plotted overthrow of U.S. government. Now, this may have been said in jest, but for those of you who have ever watched like a mob movie or something like that, there's often a lot of these colloquial or maybe even deep conversations, that need to be heard in the whispers, so to speak. They happen at church. They happen in very secluded areas, maybe public places where you think people wouldn't be talking about this type of stuff. Either way, according to a pre-release expert from the Washington Post, Bob Woodard, writes about a discussion between General James Mattis and Director of National Intelligence Dan Coats, so top officials, about a plot to overthrow the elected government of the United States, so a legitimate coup. And here's the excerpt. Mattis quietly went to Washington National Cathedral to pray about his concern for the nation's fate under Trump's command. And according to Woodard, told Coates, there may come a time when we have to take collective action, since Trump is dangerous. He's unfit. You know what I think? You wanna know what I think? I think you wanted to go to war with Iran. I think you really, really, really wanted to go to war with Iran. I think you wanted to go to war with Saudi Arabia. I think you wanted to go to war with Yemen on an all-out scale. More troops in the Middle East, more dead Americans, more dead Muslims. I think that's what you wanted. And when Trump decided, you know what, I don't think that's actually going to serve us, it was only then that you decided that he was unfit. Because he wasn't going to continue to push the military industrial complex down the same rabbit hole and the same exact thing happening every single time. Dead Americans, terrorism rises, Muslim refugees flood into Europe and all across the world, and then you proclaiming yourselves the king of the ashes. I think that's what happened. You were the one who was unfit. You wanted all-out war because that's the mentality you had. War is the only thing you ever know. And when you have a peace president like Trump, who doesn't start foreign wars, who hasn't started a new conflict, the first president since Reagan, 39 years it has been since a president comes into office and doesn't start a new war. And he's the first president to do that in 39 years, and I think that's what made you mad. I think that's what made you Mad Dog Mattis. I think that's what really happened. The deep state is real, ladies and gentlemen. These people, the CIA, the NSA, the FBI, Pentagon, the whole 9 yards, they are unelected bureaucrats. They're put in positions of power, very, 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 very high positions of power. And they are simply unelected. They are unchosen. They are picked by others. And these people, they never remove themselves from government. There might be a new cabinet, a new president, a new Congress, new Senate, House, new judiciaries, but those people continue to remain in power year after year after year. And I think you finally got some pushback from a president who wasn't going to say, you know what, I think we've killed enough black and brown people in the Middle East. I think we've killed enough Muslims. I think the world hates us enough. And I'm going to arm our military in such a way that people will never mess with us again. And then we won't have to use that military. And I think that's what made you angry. I think that's what made you mad. Last story, ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder. And I'll probably cover this story again tomorrow, but the hijackers of the September 11th attacks. Let's take a look at what countries were the actual proponents of that devastating attack on United States soil. The Twin Towers going down, the Pentagon being hit, the airplane crashing, I think it was in Pennsylvania. 19 men affiliated with Al-Qaeda. 15 of them were citizens of Saudi Arabia. 2 of them were from the United Arab Emirates. 1 was from Lebanon, and 1 was from Egypt. But a mass majority, 15 of those citizens, were from Saudi Arabia, one of our closest allies in the Middle East. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder to wake you up. With that said, really hope you enjoyed this episode. It was a quick one. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe and like this content. Share this content. Nothing gets leftist madder than sharing this type of content and red-pilling your friends and family. I really hope you enjoyed it. Once again, please make sure to subscribe, like, and or comment. And I'll see you in the next one. Love ya. Peace.